Let me tell you a story about a woman named Holly. She wasn't the smartest or the strongest person for that matter, but she knew she wanted a fair life. Nothing too big, just enough to be happy. It was then that she met her soon-to-be husband, James. His smile and positive attitude always picked up her mood. After they wed, they saved up enough money to buy a small house in a comfortably sized town. The word they got there was good. Farmers always wanted help and were glad to hire James and Holly. They were even allowed to ride the horses sometimes. Holly was better than James and made sure to tease him about it. Life just moved on by. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too crazy, nothing but normal, just as Holly had wished. But something was changing about James. His smile was seen less, his positive attitude had all but vanished, and he was hardly seen without a bottle in his hand. Whatever money they had left after buying food and essentials, he would spend it on alcohol. He started yelling at Holly, saying that they were too poor, saying that it was her fault. He would beat her too. Not often, but any amount at all was unspeakable. Holly was writhing on the floor after a beating when she realized that her happy life had disappeared. No longer was she looking forward to the next day. She was now dreading it, in fear of another fight. She began to stop feeling scared, but have no feeling towards it at all. If James started yelling at her, she just took it. If he beat her, she would show pain, making him stop. She'd been through too much. But one day, she had enough. If he came through that door and started yelling at her one more time, she would fight back. Sure enough, he stumbled through the door, obviously intoxicated, bottle in hand, and began to blame her for everything. Holly had heard enough. She walked to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and briefly reveled in the fear in his eyes. No one would miss him. The farmers hated him now. His family didn't even love him anymore. No one would care if this life was lost. Holly took the knife and thrust